Hello everyone and welcome back to Vintage Story. Well, you might be able to tell that we will plant a lot of crops in this episode in the greenhouse because, well, there is no more snow, we are well and truly in spring, so it is now planting season. Unfortunately, our new pigs didn't manage to, well, get busy. Well, I suppose they might need a little bit more food before they are actually willing to mate. But, well, at least we have them, so that is a big step forward. But the vast majority of the episode will be dedicated to this. This is where the final windmill will be situated. Basically, it is going to be just a small, narrow windmill where we can house the mechanics. I just wanted to make it look at least a little bit nicer than a simple shaft of, well, an axle. Anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Alrighty then, let's get started. Well, now that I think about it, it was extremely lucky that we started in that direction for the vines. If I started this way, I am not sure if we have managed to run into some pigs, so yeah, that was very lucky on our part. Anyways, we need 5 more rope. So that's going to be 15 vine altogether. That's going to be 8. We need a bit more. After that, I have no idea what we will need to continue with the boat, but I suspect it is going to be the sails at this point. So we might need to stop building the boat fairly soon now. We just need a bit more wine and we should be okay. Okay, theoretically, we should have enough rope. So let's go ahead and put them into the boat and let's see what we need next. Also, yeah, I think it is pretty safe to say that these leaves have stopped decaying at this point. So if we want to get rid of them, we will have to do it ourselves. Not a big deal, but still. Sometimes this happens if we are cutting down very, very big trees. And this time it happened as well. Oh, as I've said, it's not the end of the world, but still it's a bit annoying. Anyways, that takes care of the rope. We need 10 more. Okay, that's a lot. Let me just take a look at the animals real quick. I will pick up this egg and we have 3, 1. Oh, right. They are not laying eggs anymore because they don't have any food. You know what, it's fine. I think 4 chicks will be enough for the time being. Okay, this egg goes in the pantry. And speaking of the pantry, I should eat something real quick. Also, now that I think about it, we really should also start gathering some horsetail because we are a little bit short on horsetail poultices. In fact, not just short, we are completely out. Okay then, close that. Are we completely out, by the way? Let me just check on the, or in the smithy. Old smithy, I mean. No, we do have some horsetail. We have no cattails. Okay. It is now relatively starting to warm up. So, I don't really want to... yeah, breaking the ice and then harvesting cattails is a little bit tedious, so I think I might wait a little bit and just try not to get into too much trouble in the meantime. Anyways, so we need, how much was it? 10 more coils of rope. Yeah, that's going to be a lot more wine. And you know what? In the meantime, I will keep harvesting horsetail as well. Ooh, and we have butterflies. Yeah, spring is upon us. Ooh, and we have another sow, but we already have our beading pair, so I am not going to bother her. She can stay out here all she likes. It's fine. I didn't even notice, I just noticed right now, but the snow has melted in this area. We still have snow on the land bridge, but in this general area it is completely melted. Yeah. Ooh, and it is 8 degrees Celsius. Guys, spring is well and truly here. Great. I have been waiting for this, well, for a couple of months now. Also, we have deer. That's great. I am not going to bother them right now. Once we have, well, once the pigs start breeding, we will have plenty of meat to go around. Not to mention, well, the fat and the leather, so we are in a pretty decent place. Spelt, that's great. We need spelt. We don't really have enough seeds for these. Okay, did I see correctly that we had a rooster running around here? Okay. We might have had some chickens in this area. Oh, and we had a big snow melt. So yeah, we might not have needed to go all the way in that direction. It is possible that we had chickens in this area as well. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. We have what we needed, but still, we might have been able to do this a little bit easier. Might have been just some butterflies though. I guess I will check in editing. Anyways, let's carry on. Okay, so we have the 10 coils of rope. Well, don't mind if I go home and put them into the boat. Thankfully, I did manage to find a couple of cattails that were not frozen in water. So I was able to harvest them and, well, make some rope out of them. Also, yeah, I also picked up the roots, so don't mind if I plant them at the house real quick, because I don't... Well, basically, the more cattails we have at hand, the better. So I will first plant these, and then I will put in the rope. Okay, so 10 coils of rope going in, and now we need 21 pieces of linen. Okay, so we will also need the 10 coils of rope. I guess that makes sense. For the time being, I will put these ropes in here, and we are about to go to bed. Let's hope I will not forget to keep an eye on the temperature. Anyways, yeah, this height can go in. Oh wait, I don't think we have enough borax water left. Yeah, let's just go ahead and is it here? There you are. Let's make some borax water. Okay, how much was it again? Diluted borax. This requires 2 for every 5 liters, so we need 20... Wait. Yeah, 20, right? So 50 liters, that's 10 pieces. You had, yeah, 20 pieces of borax. And let me see. Yeah, there we go. So we need 40 altogether, right? Let's take a look. So 2 times 20. No, this way. Yeah, that's diluted borax, and that's diluted borax. Good. Okay, let's start soaking this guy. Don't we have any more? We do have those 2 pellets, but yeah, we don't need to soak these. This one is prepared. Yeah. Oh wait, I think we might have some hides down in the basement. Also, now that the snow is melting, we are no longer getting stuck on the stairs. That's great. So we have no hides in here, but we do in here. Okay, I did remember correctly. Let's start soaking everything we can. Oh wait, and this is medium. Yeah, there we go. So 2 medium and 1 small. Okay then, well, these need a bit of time, so let's just leave them to it. It is, well, 9 o'clock. I suppose we can go to bed. And let's remember to keep an eye on temperature. But first, I will heal up a little bit, eat, and then we can go to bed. And good morning. Well, we only dipped below -5, which means we can start planting -5. So for example, we could start planting cabbages. We cannot plant onions yet. We could do turnips as well. I will do some spelt. I will plant the rest of the carrots. We can definitely do rye and flax. Definitely. Okay, I think, let me see. 63 pieces of seed. I believe one side is 64, right? If I remember correctly, one side of the greenhouse needs, has 64 plots, right? So let me see. That's 8, 16, 32, yeah, 64. Okay, one side will be pretty much completely flex. Ooh, that's going to be a big harvest once it's actually time for our harvest. Next, yeah, spelt, I suppose. Spelt is going to be a decent grain for our fooding needs, and then yeah, I will just plant the rest of the carrots in here. Great, and the rye. Yeah, the rye is also a decent kind of grain. Yeah, the best would be rice, I believe, but we don't have rice yet. Anyways. We are finally farming once again. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh, right, we do have this spelt as well. I will plant it. Great. Anything else? I think that's it. Right. Okay. What about you guys? So we have, yeah, 3 eggs, 1 egg, and that's it. No more eggs on the ground. You know what? I will give these guys, yeah, a full trough, and maybe we can get a couple of extra eggs out of it. Okay, I suppose the rest of this flex can go into the pig pen. But wait, how are the pigs? I haven't checked on them since the last episode. So how are you guys? You are still okay. Good weight and good weight. She is still ready to mate, which means they might not have mated yet. Can you please get on that? Anyways, I will put the blueberry bush there. Okay then, what's next? I suppose we can work on the windmill now. We don't need to put in the mechanics, we can just basically create the basic structure, and that's going to be acceptable, I think. Okay then, I will put away most of these materials. I will take out the rammed earth. We will also need plenty of boards and, planks and slabs. So this one can go in here. Spelt grain. Yeah, this one will go in the pantry in a little bit. And that's it. By the way, I think we can repair the leggings at least a little bit. No, that's too much. Let's just check. 489, yeah. Let's not risk overusing the leather. Leather is a little bit too precious to overuse on repairs. Okay then. So, we did lay down the basic footprint of the windmill. Basically, I think I would like to have it maybe 9 tiles long, and then have a small housing for the mechanical stuff up there. Yeah. Also, before we actually start building the main structure, I would like to do a little bit of chiseling on this. So let's pick up the pantograph, the chisel, and the hammer. It's not going to be a lot of chiseling, just a little bit, but I still don't want just to have a basic rectangle. I want to have it, you know, a little bit nicer edges. So I will start with this one. I think this might even do it. Let me just take a look. So copy this one over here. Then rotate these. You know what? I think this is going to be perfectly acceptable. Yeah, I think so. We don't need to really go overboard with this. That's it. That is all I'm going to do in terms of chiseling for the, well, at least for the main shaft of the windmill. Okay, so this one can go back in my inventory, that's fine. Good, and you know what, let's just use ladders for this. As a scaffolding, I mean. So we have no ladders in here. I do vaguely remember having some ladders still left over. Yeah, we have 2 in here, but obviously we need more. Okay, we can make more. We have plenty of boards. Also, I love that the snow is finally melting. You know what? I will preserve the pine boards. We have plenty of oak. Let's just use these. If I remember correctly, it was something like this with some sticks in the middle. Yes. Okay. This should be enough ladders. Okay. So, as I've said, I would like it to be 9 tiles tall, and then we can have a small wooden structure on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then let's place down the building blocks. Okay, then next out comes the pantograph, and let's finish chiseling this. Okay, so the main structure is finished. Next, we need to set up a small, well, wooden, well, not a platform, but, you know, a wooden housing for the mechanical stuff. Okay, I don't suppose we can sew these up into slabs, right? Yeah, we cannot. Okay. Also, do we want to have a pine or an oak top for the windmill? Actually, I am leaning towards oak because, as it turns out, the default wooden texture is oak. For example, the mechanical stuff is using oak textures, so that would actually make more sense. Yeah, let's just go for it. So we are not going to use pine, we are going to use oak. So this one can go back, and we will take out these guys. And before I commit to the actual structure, I would like to create a small test down here so I can, you know, get some idea what I'm dealing with. So we do have this basic footprint, right? Maybe on the other, you know what, it's fine. Also, I would like to have a A-shaped roof on this. How do we make the wooden tiled roof again? For this one, I am willing to just go ahead and make a regular roofing pieces. Let me take a look. Oak, there we go. This is what I want. Okay. So it's 3 by 3. I think we will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 altogether maybe. Oh, this one is using a lot of boards. Okay, we need a bit more. Also, we will need to have the rich pieces. Sorry, no, not that one. We need the boards. 3 of these, that's fine. So let's see. I think we are going to have 8 of these as the base for the mechanical stuff. Like this. Basically, we need to have full blocks, but we could put the mechanical stuff on slabs, but that would look silly, so full blocks it is. Out comes there, and then we need to block it off on one side. There. So this is where the gears will be, and then a piece of shaft, then a rotor, and this is where the windmill blades will be. Which means that I suppose we can do this. Right? Is this going to look okay? Maybe we want to have it one tile higher than this. Yeah, I think so. I think this is all we need, right? So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I will worry about the orientations in a second. Then have this one here, and then we can have these roof pieces like so. Then we can have the ridge. So this is what I had in mind for the top of the windmill. What do you think? It is very simple, but it doesn't have to be too complicated. Plus I will give it a bit of beam supports on the sides, so it will look a bit more interesting than this, but it's a start. Okay, so this is all the materials we need. Let's pick these up, but it's going to be a little bit faster with an axe. Also, do we have any more eggs? Yeah, now we have 2 fertile eggs in there, and the rest are empty. That's fine. So let's dismantle this and put it on top of the windmill. Okay, and don't we have any more beams? Yes, we do. Okay, I will take these out right now, so we can do what we need to do. First things first, let's put in the base of the windmill. The top of the windmill, I mean. Let me just check something. Ooh, okay. It is using the oak planks. Huh. I wonder if the pine will do the same. Let me just take a look. Pine. Roof. Yes, okay. So it is no longer behaving the way it did previously. For example, I believe the sod roofing is still using the aged logs texture. Well, anyways, let's pick these up. Okay, so we have vertical textures all around, right? Do we have any food? Yes, we do. Okay, I will eat this pellet grain. It's a bit of a waste, but I don't want to listen to it. So, anyways, next we will need these again. Vertical textures all around there. Ooh, wait, this one will be horizontal if I do it like this. Okay, let me put in the roof pieces. Okay, that was a bit bigger jump than I expected. Also, let's finish up the ladder all the way up. So first things first, let's finish the roofing here. Good, and wait. Oh, right, I plugged the hole. Ooh, and the snow is really melting now. Love to see it. Okay. Let's just take a look at it, how it looks from here. Yeah, I think this will look rather nice. Yeah. Once we have the windmill rotating, I think it will look kinda nice. But first, we still need one more piece. Yeah, we don't need to have that hole plugged anymore. So what I will do is first pick this roofing tile up, and we can get rid of this. This will fall down and I will extract it from the bottom. There we go. Okay. Oh, no damage. Great. So all we need now is to put this piece in the top, and that's it. Okay. For this I will extract some of these. I do believe that we can pick up the ladders, right? No, wait. I have been told that we can pick up ladders, but apparently not. Right click. We have to break them. Okay, never mind. There we go. So let's finish this. And the windmill is good to go. Wait. Now that I look at this, do we want to have these horizontally instead because of the roofing beams? Sorry, not roofing beams, roofing blocks. Yes, I think so. Let's do it now while we still can, right? Yeah, I think this looks better. Now all the textures are horizontal. They don't look so out of place. Okay. And now that I look at it, I think we can actually put in reversed stair pieces here. I think that would look okay. Let's do it. But first, let's heal up, let's eat, and then I will do it. And then I will deal with the beamings after we, There we go. I will deal with the beams in the morning, I think. In fact, I will go to bed right now. And I will deal with the rest in the morning. And good morning. It is 5 o'clock and yeah, it is now daytime. Spring is here. Great. And no snow in sight. Oh, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Anyways, I just want to have a couple of stair pieces. How do we make them? There we go. So we need 6 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's place them and we should be... Oh, wait. Yeah, we need to pick up these stair pieces, sorry, ladders, and place them on the side. We need to have the correct orientation for these. Let's just take a look. Is it actually worth it? Definitely. Yeah. Okay, let's pick these up and let's move on to the other side. The main structure is finished. Yeah. Obviously, we will need a lot of axles to actually finish the whole thing, but it's a start. Also, we will definitely need to dig out the rest of this channel all the way there, so might as well take care of that. So this one can go back there. Let's take out the shovel and let's just dig out the rest of this tunnel. And there we go. Okay then. The only thing missing now are all the axles. Right. Well, in terms of functionality, we still need these beams. How do we want to do this? First things first, I think I will just put them in on the outer structure like this. Yeah, that will work perfectly. How far can I reach? Yes, I can reach. There we go. I didn't check how long. Well, it's going to be 9 units, so let's just do it. Perfect. Do we have any more D-bar logs? I think we should have some left, right? Yeah, we have plenty. Well, anything else we can use this for? Not really. Just for quarter logs, but I don't think I will make any of those in the foreseeable future, so I will sew every single one of these up. There we go. We might even need to make a little bit more. But first, let's finish beaming up the outer structure. Finally, okay. And that is one side done. We still need, so let me see. Yeah, 54 more beams. Well, we are a little bit over time. In fact, no, wait, we are just about hitting the 1 hour mark, so which should still be good. Let me just pick up the rest of these ladders. Oh, no, wait. We still need to do a little bit of beaming on this side. Okay, so before we pick up those ladders, let me debark some oak logs. Oh yeah, this will look quite nice once finished. I think we can have a cross beam going through this way. Like so. All the way to the end. Now, catching the same exact angle on these beams is going to be a little bit of a hit and miss, I think. Fingers crossed. Do we really need to have those? Is that 2 beam enough? You know what? I think that's enough. Okay. Let's pick up these ladders and let's move on to the other side. Okay, are we done? I think the windmill is finished. Yeah, it is not exactly the most, well, interesting looking windmill in the universe, but I think it will do the job. We have a little bit of oak trimming along the sides, just to make it, well, at least a little bit interesting, but yeah, it's very simple, very easy. Yeah, I think it will do the job quite nicely. Okay, let's just pick these up, and I suppose we can actually say goodbye because we are way over time. Let me just take a look at the animals and then we can call it quits. So you guys, how are you doing? We have 2 and 3. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay, well, at some point we are going to have 5 chicks, right? 3 days and maybe we need a full hand box. Okay, in that case, let's just have 1 more piece of flex. Okay, what about the pigs? Is she pregnant yet? Hi piggies, the sow is ready to mate still. can you guys please get busy? Okay then, let's take a look at the crops, and in the meantime I suppose we can say goodbye. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.